Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar Tuesday on tap. Huge slate of games. We got 6 of my favorite plays ready for you here on FanDuel and DraftKings, including a couple of value plays I'm looking at tonight. Maybe the hottest hitter in all of baseball and part of a stack, a starting pitcher in the best strikeout matchup possible. And of course, my favorite play of the night. Who we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Tuesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Opening up the Fantasy Bar once again with some of my favorite plays on FanDuel and DraftKings for this big Tuesday night MLB slate. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar. Before we get to the plays, first thing, thumbs up button. That's the tip jar on these free videos. So take a second, click that, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and check out scoresandodds.com/beer for all of your sports betting needs. All right, big slate of games here tonight. Reminder, our intro play can be found on our RotoGrinders YouTube page and on Twitter. We'll give you that leadoff play over there. The rest of the plays here in the main video. All right, let's get started at third base with the red hot Max Muncy of the Dodgers. Now, maybe the hottest hitter in all of baseball right now. 8 hits, 4 home runs, and a whopping 11 RBI in just the last 5 games alone, and been hitting righties as he always does. Once again this season, wove up at 376. That ISO approaching 300 against lefties, and good matchup here with Chris Bassett, who's really had some eye-popping splits here. Been very good at home, been very bad on the road this season, especially in the home run department. 18 total home runs allowed on the year, 15 of those bombs coming on the road here, and not the spot you want to be vulnerable to home runs here. Dodgers very stackable here. Max Muncy, one of the first guys I'm plugging in my lineups. All right, let's stay there with the Dodgers with some value in the outfield with Jason Heyward. So great prices here on Jason Heyward, whether you want to get a Dodgers stack and offset some of the prices of some of the expensive bats here, or even if you just need a cheap one-off play, just $3,000 on DraftKings, $2,500 tonight on FanDuel. Bassett loves to throw that sinker over 40% of the time. That's his pitch. 495 WOBA for Jason Heyward against that pitch this season. ISO up at 265 and been solid against righties this season. 369 WOBA with a 223 ISO. Bassett also struggling not only on the road, but struggling with lefties as well. 385 the WOBA allowed. ISO up at 258 and one of the higher hard contact rates that we have seen this season at almost 57% to left-handed hitters. So once again, the Dodgers, great stack here tonight, and Heyward, tremendous value here, whether part of that stack or just as a one-off play to help alleviate some of those salaries. All right, starting pitcher up next, we are going with George Kirby of Seattle. So anytime we see Minnesota on the slate, right-hander on the mound, we know it's a good spot for strikeouts, and he showed us that in his last start, striking out 10 Twins batters in that one. And Minnesota still leading the league by a wide margin in strikeout rate against right-handed pitching at almost 27.5% here. And we look at the starting lineup, you see why. Every single starter in that lineup, 21% or higher strikeout rate. 5 of those bats sitting at 27% or higher, and a few well into the 30s here. So just a great strikeout spot here for George Kirby against these strikeout-happy Minnesota Twins. All right, back to the bats at first base with the polar bear, Pete Alonso. So this is one of those spots we get a premium bat. Prices are down a little bit. I don't think you're going to see much ownership here. Been very quiet in the home run department here of late. This bat is going to wake up sooner rather than later. I think it could start as soon as tonight. Righty on the mound, been good news for Pete Alonso, especially in that power department. ISO sitting way up at 272. Herman definitely vulnerable to the long ball. 17 home runs already allowed this season. We're not even to August yet. ISO 215 to right-handed hitters and a hard contact rate well north of 50% here. So Pete Alonso going to get it going here. I want to be ahead of that. I think it's a good spot for him to break out tonight against Domingo Germán. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Tuesday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Very easy to play. All you got to do, click that thumbs up button, then head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on FanDuel tonight for my highest scoring hitter. Whoever has the closest guess, you're going to win an absolutely free week of RotoGrinders Premium, a chance to check everything out behind the scenes. All right, let's wrap this baby up with my favorite play for Tuesday night. You know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We saved you in a few spots. We're going to spend up here in the outfield with Fernando Tatis Jr., tonight's Beast of the night. So looking at the slate, Atlanta obviously going to be a popular option, and stacks. There's a few ways we can go to get a little bit different from that. I think Tatis, some of the Padres, one way we could go. Now, Tatis been very quiet, so similar to Alonso, something we can exploit here tonight. Don't think we're going to see a ton of ownership here, and this guy has been absolutely money in the bank against left-handed pitching this season. Woba way up at 450, ISO up at 321, and Hill 204 ISO allowed. Not as many ground balls as we've seen in the past, especially against right-handed hitters. Those numbers are certainly down this season, and hard contact way up at 51% allowed to right-handed hitters. So another great premium bat that's going to get it going here soon. I think Tatis in for a big night against Rich Hill. All right, that'll do it here for our Tuesday six-pack. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, you're going to see points on FanDuel for my highest scoring hitter of the night for a chance to win some free RotoGrinders Premium. And I want to know, who's your top play? Who's the first guy in your lineups tonight? Sound off in that YouTube comment section. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck on the slate tonight. We'll take a couple days off. Be back again for a big Friday slate. Go win some money. We'll see you on Friday, guys. Thank you for watching.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist